Greetings, phoners. Welcome back to another MTG Nerdful video where we're doing some Crimson Vow standard ranked. I'm bringing back my favorite archetype that I will forever continue to play until I stop playing Magic, which will probably be never. So if you want to see more stuff like this, first off, please be sure to follow me on Twitch. I am getting very active there, pretty consistent. Play some MTG, recently got into Dead by Daylight, some Valorant on occasion with friends, some RPG games, so be sure to check that out in the description. Give me a follow, and see what shenanigans happen live. But otherwise, please be sure to subscribe, like this video, hit that notification bell, so that you can just see more stuff like this in the future. So, MonoGreen Stompy. I've been playing this deck since I got into Magic and got into Standard and Dominaria, and I'm probably never going to stop playing it until it just becomes a tier F deck. Like, I would still play it at a tier D level just because it's my favorite type of deck to play. It's what got me first into Standard, so of course this is still a pretty top tier deck. It's probably tier A, B, depending on the matchup. And well, as you know, I like to have my own twist of things to give my opponents a little surprise, so let me show you the version that I'm playing this deck. So we got Snakeskin Veil, very good card. So the reason I play Snakeskin Veil over Blizzard Brawl, I think Snakeskin Veil is just good in all matchups, whereas Blizzard Brawl is a dead card against control matchups. So I like this card. It does sometimes feel bad because there are moments where Blizzard Brawl would be better, but just consistently, I think Snakeskin Veil is a better pick. For Ranger classes, this card's not going away anytime soon. It's a powerful card for Mono Green. Werewolf Pack Leader, strong card, gives you potential card draw. Probably also a card that's not going away anytime soon. So yeah, great card. So Augur of Autumn's probably the only card in here that's not considered Stompy, but I just like the value of this card too much. Being able to play off the top of your deck, and just cycle through your big stuff faster, I think is fantastic. Probably not going to be attacking with Augur, but just a very good card in general just to get the value. Cemetery Prowler, very good for exile effects, but just a great creature in general. Kazana Mammoth, which can hopefully come in as a land, or a big boy. Growth Troll, which is still very good as a 3-drop. I'm playing Non-Professor because I like the Trample, but also the fact that I can learn and I have Environmental Sciences just in case I need that extra land. Containment Breach against other enchantment or artifact-based decks. I have 1 Pet Summoning, probably not going to use it, but it is there just in case, and 2 Mascot Exhibitions. So, strong card, but just a 2 of, because another 4-drop we're going to be playing that we just got is Ulvenwold Oddity. Nothing to say this card's very good early, is very good late, fantastic card. For Alchemist, cut it down to 2. I was originally playing 3 and sometimes 4, but I wanted to play Red and 7 a little bit, but good against Control, which has leaned towards playing Leer, but also good against creature decks, where it just gets bigger and bigger. And then, of course, we got Vorinclex, fantastic card. And then we got Symbiosis, Forest, and a Layer of Hydra. So, this deck's pretty straightforward. Nothing complicated about the deck. It just goes in, smash face, tries to protect itself with Snakeskin Veil, and then get some extra value from other cards like Ranger class and Augur of Autumn. So again, it's a little different from your traditional Mono Green. I always like to have my own spin to it. I'm going to go ahead and keep this. It's a little slow, but it is playable nonetheless. We got a turn 1 Iwitch, no surprise there, against the classic black, probably red-black deck. This hand might be a little too slow, in all honesty. Okay, so this is actually a Grixis control deck. Yeah, this is super unfortunate. We didn't get any of our 8 2-drops to start off, but this is fine nonetheless. I can go ahead and comfortably play the Ultra Troll, not worry about being countered. I don't need to play Cemetery I could, but he's Sultai. If he plays a second blue, I will consider playing the Cemetery Prowler and exiling one of these cards. They're not like really cards I need to exile. So Ultra Troll is fantastic because of the Trample, which is why I really like it. So Okay, so we're against multicolored. I'm not quite sure what to think of that. I'm gonna go ahead and attack here. Just kind of see what's happening. So again, the Trample on the Old Growth Troll. Very, very nice card. So I have two options. I'm gonna go actually play the Cemetery Prowler. Because what's nice here is I can exile the Eye Witch and then make my creatures cheaper. I'm gonna hold it for Snakeskin Veil. I think there's a lot of good advantages here. And if I can slam the Froghemoth, we can exile a bunch of cards and just not worry about Leer too much. And that's kind of the goal. Just kind of my goal is to not let Leer do his thing. Okay, so is it 5 color? No, it's 4 color. Okay, this is an interesting deck. Okay, that's double blue. That's enough to convince me that there's a Leer coming out, and I just don't particularly want to see that, if I'm frankly honest, so... Okay, gaining a bunch of life. I have no idea what to expect out of this deck. This is so intriguing. There's a bit of annihilation. Okay. Okay. So I'm going to get the Froghemoth out, and we're just going to try and go as fast as possible here. Okay. So we get to exile here. I don't think it really matters. I don't play... Oh, actually, Sorcery might matter for the learn. Okay, we brought him back down to 20. And let's see. What do I not want to see? Don't want to see him ramp. I don't care about basic lands, so let's do that, that, and then that. And again, we do get to keep the Snakeskin Veil, so Introduction to Annihilation won't do too much here. Even if he counters this, which he doesn't, we just get to kind of keep popping off a little bit, so. I'm actually going to play the Gnarl Professor here first. Just go ahead and get the Mascot Exhibition. Go ahead and attack. I'm going to submit 0. Oh, actually I should do our graveyard. It doesn't matter. Yeah, that's fine. Same thing regardless. Continue to exile here. Here's the thing. I do 100% 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I do expect a Meat Hook Massacre. So there's actually no point in me playing these cards anyway because I have lethal with these cards alone. So if he launches the Meat Hook Massacre, there's no reason in playing these, so. Okay, still gaining life here. That's fine. Containment Breach doesn't do anything, given that I have no enchantments or artifacts. So, I'm not sure what our opponent is doing. I wonder if this is like a daily mission, and they're just trying to get it over with. They must have some sort of win condition. I don't know if they're like, target player mills 3 cards and return a land card to your hand. Okay. Again, I'm not really sure what our opponent's doing. I really do feel like they are just... Is this a deck I just don't know about? 4, 5... This is 10, 14... So this is lethal. And I could also tap the Hydra for a creature. So, and it can be 1, 2, 3... 1, 2, 3... I can make it a 4/4. So that's just as good as a Cemetery Prowler. Okay. I'm okay with this. Oh, that's bad news. Yeah, not really sure what our opponent was doing, but look at all the Trample boys that we had. Everyone except one creature, the Cemetery Prowler, which was still giving us value, because I was about to exile the Planeswalker. Insane. So I'm not really sure what our opponent was doing there, but I'll take the dub, as the cool kids say. We'll continue marching forward. Yeah, so this deck is just, I I really thought a Meat Hook Massacre was coming, so I guess we could have even played one of the Augur or the Mammoth and be fine. But again, I think seeing the value of the Cemetery Prowler there, I'm going to go ahead and keep this as an easy keep, was incredible. Because we were able to, even though they were mostly not really a creature deck, we were still able to get the value. And again, just, I don't know. I'm pretty confident they had a Leer in their deck, and we just said, nope, no Leer. I don't want to see it. I don't want to think about it. Leer just has so much value. Leer is able to turn the tides of a battle very, very quickly. And that's just not something I want to do. I'm going to go ahead and attack here. I'd rather just play the Mammoth and kind of pressure the opponent a little bit. Looks like their mono black Skullport Merchant is here. That's fine. Shambling Gas is here. Sure, not a problem. Oh, that's a fantastic card to play right now. I think I'm going to do it. I'm just going to charge forward here. Yeah. Alright. Still pressuring the opponent, which is pretty important here. I do expect a Lolth to come out this turn. It doesn't really affect me all that much, to be quite honest. Oh, but a Goldspan Dragon will definitely pressure me in a way I don't want it to. But it wouldn't be the end of the world. This card is fine. Not something I particularly want to see, if I'm frankly honest. Oh, my option here is to play the Froghemoth, but I actually don't think that's what it is. As much as I hate to, I think this is the better option. Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and attack. Put the counter here. The reason I'm putting the counter is because it has Trample, so I think that's a little bit better anyway. Okay, that's fine. He doesn't get to kill it. That's what's important. And the reason I was really debating about playing the Froghemoth here was because Froghemoth does exile, and I think that's actually super good against decks like these, so super important. But I think Vorinclex will be able to get me out of this situation, especially since he's still not attacking. Renin 7, also a very good card. Yeah, Mathis for blockers. And I think this should seal it. I'm just attacking face. Put the counter on Vorinclex here. This should be it. That is 13 trample damage. Have to block the other creatures, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. Oh, he could do this as well, but that doesn't really change a whole lot, I think, of what's happening. Because I still get to keep the Mammoth. And so if I draw a land, that's fine.
Subservience will be rewarded.
This is fine. Doesn't get the counters, that's what's important. Probably forgot about the Vorinclex. To be honest, I did myself. And that is exactly enough with the Trample. Yeah, Vorinclex very good. The fact that you double counters and then prevent counters is insane. I actually forgot about that, if I'm frankly honest, but you know what? It doesn't matter. I always forget about that part. I mean, from a mono-green perspective, it's very much just like, oh yeah, double my counters. Boom, keep going in. Doesn't matter. Like, I'll get the damage at some point. So, yeah, Vorinclex is stupid good. It's gonna be in mono-green for quite some time. I don't really see him. Alright, guys. Here's the thing. I'm a responsible player on Twitch. I've learned to be responsible. I've learned to mulligan. This is YouTube. We don't do that here. Honestly, double Werewolf Pack Leader, if they both survive and we're able to get triggers out of them, then you know what? It's okay. Then we'll be fine. Mono white life. Okay, well, our kind of paid off, so I'll take it. My option here, it kind of depends on the next draw. If I don't draw a land, I will play the Augur just to kind of play it safe. Looks like we're playing against green-white life Selesnya. Counters, a little bit. That is definitely actually one of the stronger decks I am worried about. Okay, so just to play it safe. It is unfortunate because I would like to... Oh, I could also just draw the lands. But if I don't draw him the next turn exactly, then I can't play the Obenwalds anyway. And I'd rather have that. So I'm going to risk it. I will risk it. I mean, I'm not going to risk it, sorry. I'm going to go ahead and just play the Augur. Okay. You know, that's fine. I'm not upset about that because I could play that as a land. If I don't see a land on top. I would really like to see a land on top. This might actually be problematic here. So I'm actually very terrified. Because that guy's going to get out of control. Ooh, this is tough. So this is where Blizzard Brawl would be a better card than Snakes and Veil, but it wouldn't have mattered in this case as much just because we don't even have it. So it's not the end of the world by any means, but Trelasara, okay, perfect. Again, hopefully you're seeing the value of Augur of Autumn here. Get to draw. Yeah, so there's just so much value in Augur that it's okay to be a little patient because you actually start steamrolling out of control afterwards anyway. So that's just my personal take on it. Hopefully you guys will see the value of Augur in the future. We are pressuring the opponent's life totals. Now they are life gain, so this is going to be a battle, but we will do our best to kind of just push forward. They're playing a lot of tapped lands, which has helped, but it is still very, very brutal, I must say. So a couple options here. I'm going to go ahead and play the... So I could still attack pretty comfortably. I just kind of forego some pressure. But I think in this case, it's okay. Okay. This is fine. That is a trade that is still in my favor, I would say. Let's do... Yep, now our professor is good for the trample. And we'll go ahead and get Containment Breach. Because this might be important. I think I may have to kill the Cleric class. So we're doing pretty well, I would say. I wish I'd played the Xanadu Mammoth as a land in this case, just to kind of get my curve. But I think we're still in business, nonetheless. Oh, that's very good. Yep, that's very good. Uh-oh. So this was a little bit of what I was worried about. Yup, Trelasar has already gone out of control. And again, honestly, this is where exiling matters. Okay. Go ahead and just get rid of that. Let's just not worry about it. We're still in this. That's what's very important. We are still very much in this. Uh-oh. I might have... I think I spoke too soon. Yup, this is what I was worried about. This is what I was worried about. They have this one. So My mistake. What was my mistake? I think not launching the Froghemoth and just trying to exile. I don't know if we could have, just looking back right now. But man, I think that was... Even in green-white decks where you think graveyard, like, not very common, like, graveyard matters colors, it's like more of like a 4th or 5th ability in white, and they still do it, and you just don't give opponents an inch. Graveyard has become basically much more of a third deck now for standard, and it is very important to try and just mitigate that as soon as possible. I'm almost regretting not playing more Froghemoths, but at the end of the day, Rena 7 is kind of crazy. There's too many good flyers running around as well. I think just shutting down dragons in this current standard format is very, very important, and it is something I want to continue to do. So I have two options here. It just kind of depends what our opponent does. I think I'm going to go ahead and go with the old growth troll option, because what I want to do here is... Okay, I honestly did not expect the Jorah's Disruption. That has become a more popular card as of late. So I'm going to go ahead and attack. So if there's a Jorah's Disruption, which I suspect, or a Divide by 0, I'm going to... Okay, that ended up working very well. He's probably very confused. He's like, what is this card? Oh, I actually don't like that. I just lost Vorinclex. Oh, no. I think he took Vorinclex here. Okay, there's a land. I think what I'm going to do, though, is actually... I kind of don't want to do this, but Lair of Hydra comes in tapped. I want to hold up for Snakeskin Veil. I'm not going to risk it here. I do suspect a kill spell. I will go ahead and draw anyway, so it kind of works out. There's another Old Growth Troll, which is pretty solid. Yep, I did suspect that. Again, this is why Snakeskin Veil is very, very good. Just want to point that out. Snakeskin Veil has allowed us to get in for an extra 5 damage, still put up a threat, and make the opponent concede. So, Snakeskin Veil, trust me, in a best of 1, it is 100% worth it. Please, 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 if you're a MonoGreen player, or even like some Gruul aggro deck, I think it's a better choice than Blizzard Brawl. Because if that was a Blizzard Brawl, I would have a dead card in hand. So, anyways, I'm going to go ahead and end on that W. So, we had a pretty good showing. Again, Overworld Beast. I mean, here's the thing. Is it a questing beast? Because everything has to be related to Throne of Eldraine? No. But the trample matters. So I think you got a certain trade-off. And if you get flooded, it's almost even better, I would say. So and there's just pros and cons to playing both. Or comparing both. But honestly, in this current format, I actually think that the Overworld Beast is better anyway, personally. But that's just my opinion. But let me know what your guys' thoughts are in the comments down below. Again, be sure to hit all those buttons, follow me on Twitch, all that good stuff. And of course, right now YouTube is saying, look at this most recent video. Go check it out. It's awesome. It's fun. It's a cool deck. And then right below that is a video that YouTube thinks you can recommend. It might actually be a commentary video I did. I'm going to do a little bit more of those. If you didn't see last week, it is my top 10 Commander cards I think are going to go up in the future that came out in Crimson Vow, so go check those videos out. Thank you all so much for the support, and I will see you for the next Nerd Fill.